Hey beautiful. I hope you're taking care of yourself, drinking enough water, and getting enough rest, because today, you and Queen Zani will talk about Wuthering Waves future content. But before starting, there's a giveaway running in this video. All you have to do is like the video and drop a comment below. So, recently devs dropped so many hidden hints about new regions, new combat systems, and even what might be coming in version 3.0. First up, we will talk about combat. The devs explained how every combat idea starts from a story or emotion, but what really stood out was what they said about the echo system. They know the current echo builds can feel a little repetitive, the usual basic attack, Forte repeat. So, they're working on a major rework to make combat feel more alive and personalized. They want echoes to be more than just stat boosts. Instead, each one could unlock unique attack patterns or combo variations. It's like they're turning echoes into extensions of your playstyle, letting you experiment and build your own rhythm. This fits perfectly with the rumored Chisa, the 5-star Havoc Broadblade user in version 2.8. She's said to have a high-skill, combo-heavy playstyle, which would make sense if she's the first character to really show off this new ecosystem. And the devs didn't stop there. They teased what they called a war monster fighting style, meaning bosses that move with you across the world. Imagine chasing a massive enemy through cliffs, swinging on grapples while dodging its attacks, or even fighting in midair as the environment shifts around you. That's what they mean by war monster fighting style. It's not about fighting cold AI, it's about making combat personal, emotional, unpredictable, and cinematic. They're experimenting with things like persistent damage systems, where your last attacks leave marks on the ground or enemies, scene-specific combat effects, and of course, transformation sequences with dynamic light and hair changes that make every big move feel like an event. They even mention quick-time mechanics, what they call cutie transformations. These are cinematic finishers that blend seamlessly into the flow of a fight. Lighting shifts, hair color changes, glowing energy effects, maybe even time-slowing moments, all happening naturally, not as cutscene. Introducing LD Shop, one of the most reliable and secure top-up sites for Wuthering Waves. Now, you don't have to worry about top-up prices because here, you'll get 22% off on a Strike top-ups sourced through official partners. And if you've spent over $80, you'll receive a free 30-day lunar subscription. Enjoy safe and fast delivery. Your Strike is credited in just 5 minutes. To top up, simply provide your in-game details, and that's it. Additionally, this site has a high rating on Trustpilot and is secured by PayPal and other professional payment platforms, so you don't have to worry about safety. To visit LD Shop, click the link in the description and comments. New players get an extra 15% off coupon, meaning you can enjoy a total discount of up to 37%. So join LD Shop now. The second volume shifted focus to world and level design, and wow, this is where you really see Kuro's ambition. The devs talked about giving players more freedom in how they explore, with multi-layered maps, hidden routes, and even interactive objects that reveal secrets when you touch or activate them. And when I heard that, I immediately thought of upcoming new area, the rumored new city coming in version 2.8. A futuristic, neon-lit zone built vertically, with rooftops, labs, and glowing corridors. That's exactly what this design philosophy sounds like. They also mentioned reactive environments, worlds that respond to your actions. Think weather effects that shift during battle, auroras that form when you use certain abilities, or water levels that rise mid-fight. They talked about a new design principle, freedom without frustration. That means no more clunky transitions between fighting, climbing, or exploring. The movement system will naturally link into combat. You'll swing on a grapple mid-combo, dash through the air, land into a finisher, and it won't feel like switching modes. It'll feel like one continuous flow. Traversal tools are a huge part of that evolution too. The grapple system isn't just for movement anymore. In future updates, it might play a bigger role in combat. Think quick swings to reposition during a fight, or using environmental grapples to dodge, strike, or even set up aerial combos. They're also testing momentum mechanics, where your speed, angle, or landing height could influence your attack damage or resonance timing. That kind of detail turns exploration into gameplay depth, a reward skill and creativity instead of just map knowledge. What's really cool, though, is how this all ties back into the combat philosophy from Volume 1, the war monster fighting style, where enemies move through the world with you, needs maps that can handle that movement. So these new regions are being designed to support multi-phase boss battles that move across cliffs, towers, and sky bridges, letting you fight and chase at the same time. And near the end, they tease something subtle: endless possibilities for scale. That doesn't sound like a random phrase. To me, that's a quiet confirmation that Kuro is planning something much bigger, maybe even a whole new continent for version 3.0. So, I think Leroy is going to be very big in terms of scale. Then came Volume 3, and honestly, this part hit me emotionally. The music team talked about how sound is more than just background, it's part of the storytelling. But the real tease? They're developing adaptive music technology. That means the soundtrack will change depending on your actions, your attacks, your combos, even the weather around you. For example, you're fighting a huge boss in the rain. You're down to your last few hits. The violins start rising, the brass flares, and as your character transforms or triggers their resonance skill, the entire track shifts tone. They also said they want themes to evolve with characters. So, if someone like Scar returns in future story arcs, their music might shift to reflect their growth or transformation. And yes, they're expanding live orchestra recordings for upcoming story chapters, which means major cinematic moments are on the horizon. The fourth and final deep dive focused on the visual side, and it honestly blew me away. The team talked about pushing Wuwa's art direction even further, improving global lighting, reflections, and environment density without sacrificing performance. They specifically mentioned floating cities and bioluminescent areas, both of which sound exactly like the new city and region we keep hearing about. The big challenge they talked about is doing all this without killing performance, especially for mobile players. That's why they're optimizing draw distances, reflections, and environment density, so it looks detailed without becoming heavy. They also want characters to look and move more naturally, from subtle facial expressions to fluid hair physics and dynamic energy effects. Characters like Chuyuan might really show that off. Refined animations, glowing blades, subtle aura flares when they attack. And then came my favorite line. They said they're expanding transformation visuals, hair color changes, aura surges, environmental reactions, all of it happening live in combat. I'm genuinely proud of how far this game has come, and even more excited about where it's going. So tell me, what are you most looking forward to? So that's all for today. And hey, if you have watched till the end, you are in legend.